Question 2. A car is driven at a steady speed of 20 meters per second. Part A. The driver sees a hazard on the road ahead. It takes him 0.50 seconds to react. Calculate the distance the car travels during the 0.50 seconds. Okay, so here we need to use the equation distance equals speed times time. So the units are in meters and seconds, so we don't need to interconvert units. So we're going to say that 20 multiplied by 0.50 gives an answer of 10 meters. Notice meters is given for us as a unit, so we don't need to add that ourselves. Marks here are 1 for the working out and then 1 for the final answer. Part B. When the driver applies the car's brakes, the car comes to a stop. The work done by the braking system in stopping the car is 160,000 joules. The force generated by the braking system equals 5,000 newtons. Calculate the distance the car travels whilst the brakes are being applied. So for this equation, we need to use our work done equals force times distance. So we're going to say that the work done is 160,000 joules, and that equals the force, which is 5,000, we can see there in the question, multiplied by distance, which is what we don't know. So what we now need to do is rearrange the equation. So distance becomes a subject. So we get D equals 160,000 divided by 5,000, which gives us an answer of 32 meters. So in terms of the marks for this, we get 1 mark for the initial equation, 1 mark for the rearrangement, and then 1 mark for the final answer. That scores the 3 marks available for the question. Finally, part C. Determine the stopping distance travelled by the car from the instant the driver sees the hazard to the car stopping. Now, in a multi-part question like this, it can be easy to get confused about where we're supposed to get our number from, but it's actually the easiest part of the question because we've calculated the thinking distance, we've calculated the braking distance, so therefore all we need to do is add those two together to find the stopping distance. So 10 plus 32 equals 42, giving us a 42 meter stopping distance, and that's just 1 mark for that correct answer.